Hello, good day friend. Welcome to map versus filter array methods comparison in JavaScript. Map returns an array of same length to the original array. But filter returns a new array of elements or empty array based on the condition inside the provided callback function. Now, irrespective of the condition inside the callback function, map would always return an array of same length to the original array. If the condition doesn't satisfy any of the elements, undefined would be returned inside the array, but the array length would be same to the original array. But for filter, the maximum length would be the length of the original array, but it could be shorter, or as well as it could be an empty array as well. Both map and filter do not modify the original array. The use case for map is to apply some kind of transformation to the elements and return the new array of same length to the original array. But for filter, it is to filter out the elements based on the condition and return a new array. For map and filter, don't use map and filter just to iterate over an array. For that, you have for loop, while loop, or for each also. But if you use those, if you don't use the returned array downstream in the code, then do not use map and filter just to iterate the array. That is an anti-pattern. Now let us see the signature of the map function. So map takes a callback function that you must pass to it, and the signature of the callback function is it takes one mandatory required parameter and then two optional parameter. Map also takes one main parameter, like a mandatory parameter, that is the callback function, and one optional, that is the this argument. Now so the map callback function signature is like it takes element, each of the elements is being passed. It also takes can take element and the index of the element and the whole array as well. And as I was telling, map can also take this argument as a parameter. The filter has a similar structure as well. Now let us see those in action. I am here in the editor. You can see the callback function. So let's start with map, and I can, so it's like, say I would like to apply a transformation, that is to multiply each of the element with 10, and if I do this, you see it returned an original modified array. The length is same, and you see that the original array has not been modified. Okay, that's how map works. Now I can also pass the index and I can log it. So so you see that this is logged. So this is the value, first value, and then the index, and then second value, the index, third value, the index, and this is the returned. So this is map is returning this array, and this is being logged. So this line is coming from this console log. Okay, this is how it is, and it can also take the whole array. So if I just print the whole array, you see the whole array you can also pass. Now if I try to log the this, what is the condition of this here? Let me run this, and you see this is the returned array and this is the original array. That two are coming out from this to console.log, and this console.log, and this is what it is. This is the window object. Okay, now we can control this function. So for that, if I pass an empty array to it and if I run it, you see the object is being printed, not the window object. We can see what is inside it by stringify it. Okay, sorry, I missed a parenthesis. Yeah, you see this is an empty object which I have passed. Now if I pass a property to it, it's equal to 1. So we can control also the these, how the these would be inside this callback function by passing the this argument here. Okay, now this is about the map function, and I'll come back to this, and then let's see how the also the filter works. Okay, so I'm sorry, let's start with the very simple one. So for filter, say I want to return the elements which are greater than 10, sorry, greater than 3. So if I do this, you see 4, 5, 6 has been, which is greater than 3 is returned. So in that case, that's what I was telling, that it didn't modify the original array, and the length of the returned array would be always shorter, or max it would be the length of the original array. And if there is an condition which is none of the elements satisfies, in that case empty array would be returned. Okay, now similarly like map, we can have this element and index, they would behave same, okay, like that. And also we can get the whole array. Let's take it as a, okay, you see like this. Okay, so let us see for this. You see this behaves similar to the map of function, like it prints the window object. Now I can pass similar to map, I can pass an empty object, and you can see this. Yeah, so it's behave exactly like that. I can stringify it. And you see the empty object has been printed, and also if I pass a property to it, and it printed the property. So that's how we can control also how these would behave and which object it would point to inside the callback function. So that was the difference between filter and map. Thank you for watching this.